If any of you are Project Runway fans like myself, this assignment was inspired by the print challenge. So we will be learning how to create a pattern that we can then transfer onto fabric and create our own textile design. So step one is we're going to take our first sheet of paper. We are going to fold down the top corner to meet the side of the paper. And the reason we're doing this is to create a perfect square. So we want ours to be as lined up as possible. So once I fold this corner down to the side, notice how I align it evenly to this side. I have this strip of paper that's left over. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim down this paper, converting it from a rectangle into a square. So now I have a perfect square. I'm going to do this with my other 2 sheets of paper, and then I'm going to have 3 squares. Once you have 3 squares of paper, fold this way and 1 fold this way. So I have 4 squares. I'm going to cut them out on the lines. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing to my other 2 pieces of paper. I want a total of 12 cards, 12 squares. I want a total of 12 squares. Once you have cut out your 12 squares, you can start brainstorming a design. We are only going to be using 9 of the 12 squares. So you have 3 squares to do some sketching or brainstorming, or if you want to leave 1 just in case you mess up. So I wanted you guys to cut out a couple extra for sketching and for brainstorming, and then in case you want to use that if something happens to one of them. So once you have an idea for what you want to draw, we're going to get started drawing on our first square. So you're going to start with pencil and try to cover the whole square with designs. Then you'll take Sharpie and you'll go over it so that you can trace all 9 squares the exact same. You should be able to see through your paper. And you can use a piece of tape if you want to tape it down so it doesn't move around. Next, you can arrange them in a layout so that you can see what your pattern looks like. Maybe it'll give you an idea of what colors to use. Once you choose your colors, you can decide if you want to keep them the same in each box, or I switch off on yellow and orange, so that some of my sprinkles are orange and some are yellow, and then I rotate. But then everything else in my picture is going to be the same color. You'll be submitting this photo on Google Classroom. I will be compiling an album of everybody's work, and we'll get to see what everyone has been working on. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.